All right, folks, we're here with Victoria and Anthony, who are guests visiting the Cayman Islands. We'll hear a little bit about why we're speaking with them this afternoon. But this is a bit of a harrowing story. They're asking for the community's help, and we're hoping that you guys can really, we talk about Caymankind all the time, but we need you to really step forward, listen to this interview, because, you know, their car was stolen. We know that somebody out there must know something about it. So first of all, Victoria, thank you, and Anthony, so much for taking the time out of your vacation, essentially, to try to solve this crime. It's a little bit of a perplexing situation, but let's find out a little bit about you guys. Is this your first time visiting the Cayman Islands?
No. Since I met him, I've been coming because this is his family's home away from home.
Yes.
And we've been coming since 1992, so
yeah,
30,
I think
30
your mom
some
actually
odd
said
years.
84.
Yeah,
a long time.
It's been a long time.
Right.
Since I was a young child.
Yeah. So you've been coming all these years. You've never imagined anything happening like this. You've never experienced it before.
No, we've only experienced good.
Yeah. This is by far probably the safest island we've ever visited. This is why we landed on this island and decided to purchase here and revisit all these years, is because I'm comfortable bringing our kids up here and letting them walk at night. Never had any worries, never had any concerns ever. And this just kind of jolted us, something different, something.
Okay. And let's find out a little bit then about this particular incident. So when did you arrive on island?
I think the 23rd or 22nd.
Saturday.
Yeah. So right before Christmas.
Right before Christmas.
Okay.
We rented a car at Avis and spent a couple days on island. We went Christmas Day. We went for dinner at Casanova's.
Right.
And we
parked across the street where we always park.
You parked in the Casanova's parking lot.
Yep.
You got out of the car. Was there anything unusual that now that you're reflecting back on it that you made any observations about?
So I noticed that a couple of stores, their signs were closed.
Yes.
A couple of people were walking in and out of the stores as we parked.
Yeah. And roughly what time was it?
We parked 5:45 to 5:50.
I would say 5:50 back.
Okay. All right.
So reservations were at 6 o'clock.
We're at 6 o'clock.
At 6 at Casanova.
Yeah. Okay. So you parked, you got out of the car, and then what happened?
So my father-in-law arrived with a different car because we were 10 in our group this time. So he arrived with a different car and didn't see our car. Only about 15 minutes after us.
And didn't think anything of it. He just didn't know where we parked. It didn't come up at dinner, at conversation.
He just thought maybe we parked somewhere different.
Okay.
It wasn't until we came out, I went looking for my keys and my phone and
Realized we didn't see the car at all.
We didn't see the car. I didn't have my keys.
Right.
We didn't know what happened.
But you had your phone on you.
I found my phone. My phone fell out. We picked it up, but
so your phone had actually fell out of your pocket.
Yes.
Right.
And I didn't think twice about.
I'm thinking because when the phone fell out of the pocket was on our way from the restaurant to the car.
Yes.
So what I'm thinking is that the keys fell out of, because there's a little hole in his pocket, that the keys fell out of the hole. We didn't realize it earlier, that the keys fell out of the pocket, didn't realize it. And then he bent down, didn't know that the keys fell. When he bent down to pick up the phone is when he realized he had a hole or something in his pocket.
So before you went to Casanova's, you noticed that your phone had fallen out.
My phone fell out because I went looking for my phone and it wasn't in my pocket. I said, "Oh my God, where'd it go?" I went and I saw it. It was on.
So Vicky, you're thinking the car keys probably fell out at the exact same time as well.
But I don't think that he realized that the keys fell, and I think that's maybe if someone saw the keys, all they had to do was press a button to see what car it belongs to.
What car it was.
But I thought your phone fell out after your
I don't know. I really don't know. We don't know a time frame for that because we went for dinner.
Yeah. So your dad shows up. He mentions he didn't see the car at that point.
After the fact.
So
this is after the fact.
He didn't say he didn't see the car.
He's like, I parked and I looked around and I didn't see.
So wait a minute. So you have dinner, and you walk out looking for your car, and you can't find the car.
Exactly.
And you're thinking.
My first thought was, oh my God, I parked in the Samina spot. Maybe we got towed. And then the guy said, I went back to Casanova and the security guard there said, they don't tow here.
Right.
So I said, uh-oh. I said, somebody must have stolen our cars. He said, you better call the police. So that's what we did. We called the police.
They met us at our hotel.
They met us at our hotel about 9 o'clock.
But my other thought was like, maybe we forgot what our car looks like. Try all these cars.
Yeah.
See if these are our cars. And none of them were our cars because we had only had the car for a day at that point. And I'm like, wait, are you sure that we're looking for the right car?
Okay, so let's talk about what the car actually looks like. So it's an Avis rental.
Yeah, it's a silver Honda City.
Okay.
At 39,000 kilometers. Is it kilometers or miles? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think kilometers.
Right.
It had a little scratch on the rear right bumper because that's what I had to sign off, that there was that little damage there.
Yes.
I mean, I think it's a pretty standard silver, right? Silver car.
Yeah.
I remember the license plate was 1885553. I think I've said it so many times over the past few days that I can't remember.
So let's talk about, you said the police came to your residence and you've spoken to them. How helpful have they been in terms of the whole process?
They were super nice, the police that came. I think that they both had 4 days off after that for the holiday. So I don't think that like they had a super heavy interest in helping because it was a holiday and maybe they ran on vacation. I don't even know.
Yeah. So have you heard back from them?
Not from those two, but we went to the police department. And
the next day or a couple of days later, right?
I think it was the next day.
Yeah.
And the guy that was there was very nice also. But he said, you know, there's only so much they can do and they're short staffed and he had other things going on. And also that they were going to get there to ask the stores for camera footage. And
so we in the interim, before we went to the police department, we went back to the area and talked to some of the people and said, this is what happened to us. I saw the cameras and I said, oh, we have good cameras, should be good video of exactly what happened.
That area,
We're parked right in front, 4th, 5th spot in.
Sure.
And we went in, talked to some of the owners of the establishments, those 3 establishments, and they said that they didn't have access to the video footage.
But 2 of them showed us their camera angles and they had a clear view.
Yeah.
So we were begging them to kind of just show us December 25th at that time.
Right.
And they said they needed the owner's permission to do that.
Okay.
So we kind of been waiting.
So the name of this plaza, just to be clear, it's it used to be called Bush Center. Is it still Bush Center?
It's 80 North Church Street, and it's Nini's Cellular something.
And I think there's a property management at the end.
So there's definitely a couple of businesses in there, and you've seen that some of them actually have exterior cameras that would have caught the parking lot.
That were running after the fact.
So one of the things that you want to really sort of request is that the owners of those businesses try to help with footage, because as far as you know, the police has not contacted them.
Okay, so we went, now that was as of that day. So we went back yesterday, and at that point, they both said that the police have stopped by since then. So we don't know what day they stopped by, but now that the police are trying to make contact with the owners. So the police and us are trying to make contact with the owners to get permission
to get that
to
footage.
Basically rewind to that.
Well, the police, the good thing is the police don't need permission. Once they request footage, they have to hand it over.
Now it's like then they're waiting for the owners. They're kind of like waiting. If the owners aren't even local, we don't know, you know?
Right. Okay. All right. So getting that camera footage is really, really essential.
Yes.
There was a tip that we received that the vehicle was actually spotted at a local business, and they were trying to, people saw it in person, and basically they were trying to like jump a fence to get to business, and they were unsuccessful in that. And male and female were identified as being in the vehicle. Now, you saw someone that you said was a little bit suspicious around the time.
Yes,
I mean, we don't know. She could be an eyewitness.
She could be an eyewitness.
An eyewitness,
Yeah.
Yes, there was a woman outside there.
And give us a little description of what she looks like that might help.
I just remember long
She had
braids.
long braids.
Yeah.
Dark complexion.
Yeah. And
normal build.
Yeah.
Okay. So if anyone was in the vicinity of that building, and again, the date of the incident
Christmas. December 25th.
was actually on Christmas.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So right before, anywhere before 6 o'clock leading up to probably about 6:15, 6:20.
Yeah.
When your father-in-law arrived
and
basically didn't see
Yes.
the vehicle there.
Right.
Yeah. And we left the restaurant at
They got us in and out in like an hour and 15 minutes.
7:05 because I Called
was
the
busy.
police at 7:14.
Right. Wow. Okay. All right. So this is just a plead really for anybody who can
A
help.
plea for the owners to help us get the camera footage to
As
see.
soon as possible.
And just to see in that short period if there was anyone other than the woman that we saw, like getting into the car and leaving so quickly.
Yeah.
And also a plea to if the person who took it can, let us
Just leave it
I don't
somewhere.
even, like no questions
And
asked, just
you
leave it
just leave
somewhere
it, yeah.
for us safe because they have already, Avis has already taken $20,000 from the credit card.
Unbelievable. So you're going to basically end up paying 20 grand for this car.
We're having to fight it somehow.
Yeah.
So
All
we
right,
would really
so-
like to get the
Yeah.
car back.
So if anyone knows anything about this car, I mean, someone has probably seen it, someone knows something about it, we'll stick up a picture here on this video of a similar vehicle.
Similar vehicle with a very similar license plate, actually.
Yeah. So please, reach out if you see any sort of abandoned vehicles in your neighborhood. Be vigilant. Look out for this particular make and model, and contact the authorities so that they can try to recover this car as quickly as possible. I mean, this is horrible after coming here for 30-something years to have an experience like this.
Yeah.
So hopefully the car will get recovered soon.
We hope
Thank
so.
you.
We hope
Yeah. So thanks again to Vicki and
Thank
Tony
you.
for taking time out of their vacation. How much longer are you guys going to be here for?
We're here until the 1st. We leave on the 1st. Yeah.
And this has taken a lot of our
A lot of,
time.
oh my gosh. I'm sure it's,
But we'll be back.
yeah, I'm sure it's not been a fun vacation because of this. All right. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.